Weather-wise, it looks like we're in for a good week, so I thought I'd have an early start, take advantage after I've had my cuppa. I'm going to be starting off by sorting out the brassicas. Now these 3 beds are almost ready. They've been manured, that's rotted into the soil. Done a quick soil check and that's more or less as I want it, although I will be adding an handful of lime in each planting hole as I put them out. The only thing that's left now are these lawn cabbage. We won't be using that until probably next week. Rather than pull it out and leave it hanging, what I'm going to do is take a little root ball out, pop it into that bucket and let it tick over until we're ready. Let's crack on. So that's that bed clear now. All I've got to do is pop to the coal frame, get the brassicas out and sort them out into the different families. As you can probably gather from the beds, I've already done the famous gardener's shuffle to firm the soil down. So these are going to be the Brussels sprouts. I always plant the sprouts at the back of the row so that they don't cast any shadows on the rest of the brassicas. Hopefully I'll try and get these in, but I've got a few errands that I need to run today, so we may have a few interruptions during the day. But let's crack on and see how far we get. I'm going to be planting the brassicas, 5 in a row, 3 5's 15 in total, and I'll do the holes by using this bulb planter. If you want to have a look in more detail how I actually prepare the beds, start the seeds, plant out and cropping, have a look in the Growing Made Easy series that I've done for brassicas. The picture will come up here, that's what you look for, and also I'll put a link in the description below. I'm just giving them a water in now. They're all done except one. I'm one missing again as usual. So that end station up there, and it's Calabrese, Iron Man. I'll see if I can get one off the other plot holders just to fill the hole in. I must admit, it's a job I wasn't looking forward to, this. I had quite a long day yesterday at Malvern Flower Show, but I knew this had got to be done. Anyway, it's a big tick on the to-do list done. If you notice around these plants here, I've put lime around the plants to wash that into the soil as well. Now I used to add it to a watering can and water through that, but I found it wasn't dissolving too good and there's some residue still left in the can. So now I just put it around the plant and let that go in like that, and that seems to work okay. So all I've got to do now is say get another plant for that hole. The sprouts are right at the back. What I'll do, I'll run you through what I've planted, and then we can get the net on, and that's these put to bed. Right, I'll just run you through the plantings. I've got a big piece of cardboard here that I've done the crib sheet for, so I'll just spin you around, and right along the very back row, the full length of the bed, 3 beds, we've got the Brussels sprout, and that variety there is called Crispus. I'll probably leave it about a week or so maybe, just to get the roots established again in here, and then I'll put the metal support poles in by each plant. Right, let's get back onto this first bed here. Every plant in here, other than the Brussels sprout, is the Iron Man, that's the Calabrese, and you can see and one hole missing there, so I'll see if I can get one off another plot holder. That's no problem really. Moving in one from the back, in front of the Brussels sprouts, we got the greyhound cabbage, the dog cabbage, and the one in front of that there is a golden acre. In front of that one we got one called Cordoba, a new variety for me that one is, because it's a club root resistant one, and I'm giving that a try. And in front of that is our favourite club root resistant, and that one there is called Killerton. And bringing up the front, another one is called Killer Store, and I've never ever grown that one before. So I've got 2 new varieties of cabbage in here, and they should see us good for the year. Moving on to the top bed here, so Brussels sprouts in the back row, and we've got, just looking on the chart here, the 3 rows in front of the Brussels sprouts, all those are cauliflower called Clapton, again a club root resistant variety. And I've got 1 row here, another club root resistant variety, a new one for me, and that's called Sapporo. And bringing up the front here is a mixture of the kohlrabi. We've got 3 green called Cossack and 2 red called Ballo. I've just interplanted them alternate, green, red, green, red, green, red. So that should look nice when they come up. So that's the brassica bed for this year. I'll pop the net on now, so I've given them a good watering, although it does look like rain. Put the net on because we got the pigeons ever waiting on the roofs of the houses, keeping an eagle eye out for any tasty morsel. So I'm going to put the frame up and get the net on. And there we have it, the net's in place. It did take quite a bit of effort to get that in position. On your own, it's no easy task anyway, but we had some really strong gusts of wind and it was flapping around like a sail. Never mind, we got there in the end. I'll just show you these posts there are sticking out. You may or may not know, end of the year, the big plan is to revamp all the beds by replacing the sides with upturned paving slabs. So I'd rather cut these off now. I'm going to wait till the slabs are in place because the actual dimensions of the bed will possibly change. Just before we finish this one, we've got some fairly strong winds coming in tonight, and already see them on there. The plants have been having a good swaying around, so what I've done as a bit of protection is adding some polycarb sheets I've got lying around, and I've put those at the front, giving protection for tonight, and hopefully tomorrow they'll be gone, we can take them away. The question I get asked on a regular basis is, what brand of netting is this and where do you get it from? Well, this is called black butterfly netting and it's from a company called EASYNETS. The company is owned by a guy named Keith Morgan, who I've got to know quite well through visiting the various garden shows over the years, and he does a good range of products. I've featured this a few times. In fact, there's quite a few people on YouTube now actually using this stuff and the ultrafine mesh netting through following the links that I've provided before. And he also does cages, so you could build a structure similar to this, framework for producing beans and all sorts of things. I'll put a link to the website below, click on it and take a look around. If you are interested in making a purchase as an added bonus, before you check out there's a box for a discount code. If you enter in there MuddyBootz 15, you'll be treated to an extra 15% discount before the postage. So that's about it for this one. Many thanks for watching again. There's still a lot more to do. In fact, in the next one I'll probably be planting out the onions and you'll be able to see the ultra fine mesh that I was speaking about. Until then, stay safe all. See you later. Bye for now.